The derecho lasted less than an hour here, but it's an open scar that's still felt every time the sky turns dark. Iowa's News Now anchor Lauren Avenatti shares one woman's story of survival and the lasting storm anxiety that's followed.
From the outside, much of Cedar Rapids looks recovered from the derecho. But what you can't see is the anxiety, the nightmares, the triggers that still live on in many. For Barb Hartgrave, the owner of County Line Barbecue and Catering, it's a day seared into memory. She was inside her food truck, the BBQ barn, when the storm hit.
We had served a few people, and we could just see the clouds just coming in, and it was just pitch black. Chris said, let's get underneath the table. So there was a table behind us, so we got underneath the table, and it wasn't 2 minutes later, the whole thing just tipped over backwards on us. For 45 minutes, we sat there, and you just don't get over this. You don't get over something like this.
Barb did make it out, but like many others, the emotional impact didn't disappear when the skies cleared.
I think I am more afraid because I think the worst now.
When there is a chance of storms, Barb will no longer go out in her BBQ barn in fear of reliving the horror of August 10th, 2020. This is called storm anxiety, and it's a weather-related form of PTSD. According to Foundation 2 Crisis Services, anxiety related to the derecho has persisted for years, with many people still affected by what happened that day.
Some people, if they see on the news that there's a storm warning, or if they hear on the radio, the buzzer that goes off for a storm, they might experience increased heart rate. They might feel their body tense up. They might notice that they're starting to really worry and getting racing thoughts. They might feel like they have to get out of the situation quickly.
And while Barb and many others continue to heal, local resources remain a vital part of the recovery process.
I think that just to normalize and validate that it's a very common experience. A lot of people experience it, especially with us having within the past couple of years a really big, significant, traumatic weather event. And so it's really common and really valid that you're feeling that way. I would encourage to seek help, however that looks.
We didn't lose any lives, property. Yes, we lost some property, but not. I thank God for what we did not lose.
Storm anxiety is a very real and very present issue for many in Cedar Rapids. But the good news is help is available. Foundation 2 encourages you to reach out. No one should have to deal with this alone.